Alrighty, let's start up day 10 of Witchy Life Story.
It looks like things are turning around. I'm really proud of our character's growth.
You got a shiny thing for me?
One crow tree coming up.
This place really does have a lot of crystals. What is it this time? Caw. Selenite. This crystal always reminds me of the moon. What a lovely shade of white. Definitely using this later. Thanks again, Ramsey.
Let's see our orders for the day.
I did it. I did it again. I didn't mean to, but I couldn't stop it. I know I need to take it easier. I know I need to balance everything better. But it's just so hard. Do you have like a potion or anything that could help? I'm so overwhelmed. Yo, Tina, I want to fix my relationship with my crew. I think I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions the other day instead of beating myself up over them. Maybe like an oil or something can help? Okay. Hey, Tina, I want to figure out how to talk to the Fibbly Nibblies, but they're too strong. I know I need to figure out how to change things between us, but I need to know where to find answers. Do you have an oil for that? An oil to find answers. Love that. Whoa, big discounts. Yeah, talk about perfect timing. I don't think I'd be able to afford Jimenez Antiques otherwise. And there are some items I'm thinking of crafting. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still figuring them out. But I'll make sure to tell you when I know. You wonder why Jimenez put everything on sale? Maybe she's sick of having her inventory lying around? I wonder if she was the previous... She might have been the previous town witch or something. Maybe. Very curious. Maybe she's sick of having her inventory lying around. But we should definitely go check out that sale. But first I gotta make some potions. First. We need a potion to stop getting overwhelmed. Protection, blue, Venus. Okay, rosemary, pea, hollyhock. Rosemary, pea, hollyhock. That sounds like a great name. Hi, I'm Rosemary P. Hollyhock. And I'm here to solve crimes. Oh, it's not. It's lavender. Ooh. Hold on now. I did say rosemary, but it is actually lavender, isn't it? Let's see here. Rosemary is protection. So green. Blue. And pink hollyhock. Okay, I hope that's right. Don't want to waste my ingredients. Boundaries potion. Is that it? Rosemary, blue, hollyhock, right? Let's see. I just want to make sure. Rosemary, green, peas. Was it blue? I think it was blue, right? Blue. And the hollyhock. Okay, I think I did it right. Time to deliver Mel's boundaries potion. Okay. Jonas needs an oil to help him apologize. We need heart, blue, and... Okay, so it's going to be... Let's see. Rose, pea, hollyhock. Another great name. Rose, pea. P. Oh my gosh. Not P for pink, Tina. Anyway, this needs to be an Earl. The Forgive oil. Gosh, these all look so cute. I want all of these potions. Now she needs an oil to help her figure out what to do. Okay. Protection. Rosemary. Actual rosemary, not lavender, Tina. Rosemary. Geranium. Allium. Rosemary, geranium, allium. Rosemary, allium, geranium. This needs to be an Earl. Divination oil. Okay, I think we're finished with our oils today. So let's go outside and snip some stuff in our garden. Interesting that this is ready. A day ahead of everything else. Watering everything. Make sure we get over there. Weeding everything. Over here, snippy snippy. Weedy weedy. Water water. Make sure everything's coolio. And then over here, look at these huge globaliums. Wow. So jealous. We used to have globaliums when I was growing up. But I think they got overshadowed. You know, if you don't allow your plants enough room, things can grow on top of them and they kind of just get suffocated pretty much. I'd love to grow them again. It's a member of the onion family, which I'm sure I've mentioned several times. Cool. Let's go deliver our potions. Sorry, I always say potions as well. Okay, let's see. I don't think I ever really start... So yesterday we started with Jonas. Let's start with Jean. See how the charm is doing. You walk up to Jean's cafe and see a close sign at the door. But the lights are on. That's strange. Maybe I'll take a quick peek to see if Jean is in there. You walk back to the kitchen where you hear someone furiously whisking. Pop your head in through the door and see Jean standing over a massive bowl of batter. He looks up at you. You look at Jean. Jean nods his head and gives you a thumbs up. You take that as saying everything is fine. Thank you for the release spell and for eating Madeleines out of the trash. It was highly effective. Hold on 1 second. Hello, I'm back, and I needed to help my brother with some bedsheet stuff because I bought him new bed sheets. It was highly effective, but now I have a lot of batter to make in very little time. And while I would love to share my delicious baked goods with my favorite witch in training. Okay, maybe that's pushing it, but I need to focus right now. Please come back at a later time. Salute. I give him a crisp salute. You leave the cafe with an empty stomach, but a full heart. I can't wait to taste even more of the Madeleines. I'm so glad Jean's recipe worked out. This feeling again. Jade. Crystal of success and grounding? I could see how that would suit Jean. Yeah, I'll add that to my grimoire. Alright, cool. So we start off with Jean. Who else did I give stuff to yesterday? Devin, I think, and Ruth. We'll check in on the folks that I gave stuff to, I think. And then we'll give stuff to the new folks. We'll talk to Ruth. You approach Ruth's office. I wonder how the memory incense went. It seemed like Ruth found the walking meditation helpful too. You knock on the door. Ruth, are you busy?
Tina, I'm busy, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for a chat. How are you doing?
I came here to ask you that. You seem to be in pretty good spirits.
I am. I woke up this morning full of energy. Perhaps our little trip up the mountain helped with that.
Have you used the memory incense yet?
No, actually. I wanted to practice a bit more of what you taught me the other day. But even so, I think getting everything off my chest these past couple of days, and then taking a small break from things, it's all left me feeling unexpectedly rejuvenated. I suppose knowing what I want has given me some motivation. Naisha and I have already been discussing all the places I should visit, and of course, Mel is starting to make post-festival plans too. She never stops, that one. Who knew a young witch could have such a big impact on a small village?
I do what I do.
As you do. Honestly, I was a little worried in the beginning, but I knew Margie had her reasons for sending you.
You really think my gran planned this?
Planned might be a strong term, but she probably saw an opportunity.
I get the feeling the gran I know is different from the one you know.
That's possibly true. Your family's known for being rather strict. Perhaps Margie saw a bit of herself in you, and wanted you to have the option to go down a different path than the one she took.
I don't know what path that is.
Maybe it's just the one that sent you here.
But don't I have to leave? Suddenly you hear footsteps running down the hall. Mare, we have a Oh, Tina, sorry, am I interrupting something?
No, I think we're just wrapping up.
Yeah. Okay, good, because you better come quick. The napkins just got delivered, and they're not the ones I specified.
All right, I am coming.
That's a crisis, huh?
I'll see you later, Tina.
Yeah. Speaking again, is it selenite? It's a crystal for wisdom and unblocking energy. Yeah, that would be a good addition to Ruth's enchanted basin. Let me take a note of that in my grimoire. We gave Devin a thing. I wonder how Devin's meeting with Ruth and Mel went yesterday. They seemed confident enough. You knock on the music studio door. Tina, I'm so glad you're here. Whoa, did I do something? Yes, you helped me big time. The countdown meditation along with the confidence spell really worked. Ruth and Mel loved the song I composed. Really? That's great to hear. Though I wouldn't give myself too much credit. You're the one who wrote the song after all. Yeah, but without your help, I would have been too nervous to play it properly, you know? Oh, Devin. You're too sweet. It's true, though. I really don't know what I would have done without you. Or what I'm going to do without you. Devin, Tina, you go first. No, you. It's just, well, these past weeks have been really great. Even with all their ups and downs. I was about to say the same thing. But let's not focus on the sad stuff yet. We've still got a few days, and then there's the festival. What's left for you to do before the festival? Well, now that the song got approved, the musicians need to practice it. I don't think that'll be too hard, though. Oh god, speaking of practicing a song in a short period of time, I have to practice several songs through the automaton, which I will be doing after this game tonight. They all seem pretty skilled. I also offered to help finalize the lineup and run the stage for the festival. Wow! That sounds like a lot of work. Ramsey and I are pretty good acts. Yeah, but it's all at least backstage stuff. I'm pretty excited though. It feels really great to bring all the musicians together. I think we're really going to capture the spirit of Flora with our music. Together. It's really great seeing you this excited. Well, we'll see how I feel the day of. I think you're gonna be just fine. As an artist, it feels like I should want to be the center of attention. And there is an expectation that I should be constantly putting myself out there. But it's so exhausting, and then I spend all my time stressing about... I could be working on composing or collaborating with the other musicians instead, you know? I don't get why making art never actually feels like it's about making art. Does that make sense? I think so. Basically, you want to make music without all the other stuff. I just want to study witchcraft with all my family's expectations. Those expectations are made up anyway, and for some reason they all just seem to expect it. None of them seem happy about it either. Oh, it's accept it. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's it exactly. I was kind of amazed when I was honest with everyone at the full moon ritual. Everyone was just alright with it. I've never had that happen before. Usually I get told if I don't do things exactly this way that I'll never make it. But you know what? I think that's nonsense. Yeah! I'm liking this rebel energy. No, I am feeling a little fired up, although maybe I should calm down a bit. There's still a festival to focus on. I should probably be getting back to the music too. Still lots to do and only a few days left. Yep. Let's do our best. It's feeling again. This time it's the amethyst. That will be perfect for Devin's locket. Amethyst has protective qualities and helps quiet the mind. So if they don't have time for a countdown meditation, the amethyst could help instead. Let me write this down in my grimoire. Okay, so now it's our potion people. Mel first. Then Naisha, then Jonas. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. Please let me find Mel neither sick nor tired. I walk into Mel's office, but... Huh? Where is Mel? Oh no, did she not recover? She's supposed to be here. Maybe she just stepped out? I can leave the spell on her desk. Yeah, I'll just put it right.
And that's when you see her. Mel crouched underneath her desk, muttering something to herself.
I did it again. I woke up today and told myself I wouldn't do it, but I still did.
Another Cosmopolitan ritual?
No, I said yes to everyone. I said I would handle everything, and now here I am overwhelmed again. I can't get sick. I need to sleep. The festival preparations won't go well if I don't stay well. Can you just go back and tell everybody no?
No!
Well, I guess I could. Delegation, that's right. I can delegate. Or rather, re-delegate. But I feel so worked up, I can't even think about that. What would I even delegate? Where should I start?
Someday, you'll find Mel in a sane state again.
Unfortunately, it may be too late to use this boundary spell.
You want to use it before removing your boundaries.
Oh no, I messed up your magic again.
That's not what I meant.
I just have to push through this again, don't I? But I don't want you to help me with that. This is my responsibility and my responsibility alone.
Oh, geez. If you let Mel handle this alone, you know it won't end well.
At the same time, using more magic will probably backfire like it did previously. Look at Mel.
Quick coffee break? But maybe make it decaf. But then also we'd have to go to Jean's cafe. What do I think it's Jacques? There's no way he can see her like this. Then what? Wait, the boundary spell. Maybe it's not too late. We can use it to help Mel re-delegate her tasks. But we need to get her into a state where she can think about re-delegating.
Is everything alright? You're being quiet.
That's when it hits you.
Mel, I have an idea.
You do? Can we still use a spell?
Not yet, but we're going to do an envisioning exercise. By the way, I think a lot of the countdown spell, the like the memory exercise we did with Ruth, these are all good techniques for coping with stress and anxiety, by the way. It's like real world magic. And then, when you feel ready, we can use the boundary spell. Envisioning? Is this some sort of mental exercise? Yeah, we're going to envision how you wish things would be. So, like, envisioning myself re-delegating the tasks? I kind of want to go more general than that. Let's try envisioning your perfect day. We can try to form a day where re-delegating isn't an issue. Having a clear idea of what you want might make it easier for that to happen. And then the more focused intention will help the boundary spell too.
I see.
All right, let's try it. Okay, let's get ourselves into a comfortable seated position. You and Mel take a seat across from each other. Now, let's take a deep breath. Close your eyes. You feel your jaw drop. Then the tension in your forehead falls away. Shoulders hang loosely with your hands on your laps. Your body both feels light yet grounded. Okay, Mel. We're going to walk through a day in your life, okay? Mel nods her head in agreement. It's morning, and you've just woken up. What do you do? Jean's probably awake. I can smell coffee and some freshly baked scones coming from the kitchen. Oh my god, this is so cute! I get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, and then sit with him at the table. We talk about what we're going to do that day, and say when we expect to get home. Jean heads out before me, and I clean up the kitchen before heading to the office. That's nice that he does the cooking, she does the cleaning. That's great. Wonderful. Now let's relax our muscles again. You unclench your jaw and let your shoulders fall. Tension in your forehead falls away. Your body feels light yet grounded once again. Great. Now tell me about your walk to the office. It's a beautiful day outside. Most days in Flora are beautiful. The kids are playing by the lake. I can hear Jonas and his crew working hard at the festival grounds. I'm glad Jonas moved out here with us. It feels like he's finally found a place that he fits in. I look over at your cottage, and I'm happy to see your garden blooming. Finally, things are feeling right again. Before I know it, I arrive at town hall to start my day. Very good. Now let's once again take another quiet moment. Focus on the sounds around you, murmuring of conversations in the hallway, chirping of birds outside the window, soft summer breeze. For a moment the world is alive, and yet still. Your mind is quiet once again. Now for your workday. How do you imagine that going? This is supposed to be an ideal situation, right? Yeah. Well, I walk into town hall and our secretary immediately greets me. Then I head up to the mayor's office and of course she's already working. We have a quick morning meeting to discuss what needs to be done and the state of things. Then a few other people join us from various committees. Now, in an ideal setting, we all figure out the best way to approach the tasks at hand. The mayor's hands are already full, so I agree to be the one to come to if any problems should arise. Everyone walks away from our meeting with a clear list of what's to get done and who's to do it. I have my tasks, but I am also available to help if needed. Throughout the day, I get asked a few questions and advice on things, but everyone can do their work. And I trust they can do this work on their own. Things aren't falling apart if I don't know what's happening all the time. Okay, now for the end of your day. But first, let's take another deep breath. You and Mel, take a deep breath. And feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension leaving your body. The end of the day is simple. I stop by the mayor's office to let her know that I'm heading out. And I meet Jean at his cafe. He gives me whatever he's just baked and a cup of tea. We chit-chat for a little while, but he's still working, so I head home. While I wait for Jean, I sit on the couch and I do some knitting. It's so cute. Then once he's home, we have a simple dinner, talk a little more, and then go to bed. Mel opens her eyes. Not a very exciting ideal day, is it? Seems a lot more relaxed than your days now. Well, that's partly due to the festival, but I do think things could stand to be a bit calmer. And I do believe I have a big part to play in that. There aren't many days left until the festival. Maybe for the rest of the day, I'll make a clear plan for the next few days. And tomorrow I'll present it to everyone. Perhaps at this point, it's not worth getting nitpicky about small details. And I'll make sure to use that boundary spell. That way I'll be sure to delegate. Instead of being a control freak. So, you think the envisioning helped? Yeah, I do. It's crazy how easy it is to forget, to think, and reflect sometimes. I wish I had something that would help give me the time. Give you the time? Can I make something like that? I guess it's better late than never. But I feel like I've taken up so much of your time. I should let you get going. I'm just glad I could help. I hope your planning goes well. Thanks! Could I make something for Mel that could give her the time? You know, Jimena's shop has that old hourglass. I wonder if I could put something together with that. We're gonna see... I'm gonna see Jimena's shop right now. Oh, did you get my letter? Does that mean you're here to buy my antiques? I sure hope it is. I'm thinking of doing a bit of rebranding after the festival. Maybe something like Jimena's Common Goods. Nothing exciting sold here. Not that I'm not glad you've been a loyal customer during your stay, but I need more than one customer to keep the shop open. That's enough of me. Enjoy the low prices. Heck yeah! $15, let's go. A dirty old broom, let's go. A candle holder, absolutely. And a little teapot. Heck yes, Jimena. Thank you. Oh, the hourglass, the hourglass, the hourglass. I forgot about the hourglass. Oh my gosh, and the journal. Journal. Hourglass. Okay. Ooh. Bought all of the antiques, baby. Okay. Oh, it says antiques in quotation marks. Interesting. Alright, I think we said we're going to leave Jonas for last, right? Let's talk to Naisha. You approach the art studio. You hear what you think is Naisha pacing back and forth. If you're not gonna let me work, I don't know what to do. Oh, she must be fighting with the Fibbly Nibblies again. I better get in there. You walk into the studio. Tina, I am at wit's end. Do you have that spell I asked for? Let me see. Divination oil. Perfect, divination oil. That should let me talk with them, right? Not entirely. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying that again after our last attempt. You do have a closer relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies, but that relationship is too strained to confront them directly without an experienced witch. Then what's the point of this oil? I feel like I'm almost there with figuring out this community mural project. Is there any way to figure out what to do without talking directly to the Fibbly Nibblies? Is there another way? Is there a way? Ignore them until they crumble? No, it should be something you've experienced doing. You don't want the Fibbly Nibblies to destroy the studio again. Maybe you could figure out what to do, but not at the studio. Safely away from those spiteful spirits. You did sense Naisha's desire for the divination oil from her letter. Is there some form of divination you could do? That's it. Let's do a tarot card reading and see what the cards say. Is that something you can actually do? Of all the forms of divination, it's the one I'm most familiar with, yes. Of course, I'm still learning, but there aren't any consequences with tarot readings. Well, at least nothing like spirits wrecking your art studio. Let's try it then. Where do we get a tarot deck, though? I have one at my place. We can do it there. Yeah, that's probably best. Who knows what the Fibbly Nibblies would try if we did it here. Let's get going, then. You and Naisha make your way to your home. You and Naisha make your way to your home. Wow, I haven't been here in ages. It still looks the same way as I remember it. Yeah, I didn't bother to change anything considering I'm not going to be here for that long. Well, that and I kind of like this place already. I keep my deck on the altar. Let's do the reading there. You and Naisha stand over the altar. First, let's apply this oil. Okay. And then let me shuffle these cards to cleanse them of their old energy. You take the cards in your hands and shuffle them a few times. So, how does this work? First, we need to decide what spread we want. I think a 4-card spread might be best. As I said, I'm still learning, so I like to avoid the more complex ones. Oh, no Celtic cross or wheel, I see. Oh, basic. Just kidding. So, I'd like to avoid the more complex ones, if that's alright. As long as I get answers. I think of more as guidance than answers. Let's just get started. You draw 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. They're all upright. Interesting. The first card will tell us the problem we're facing. The second card is the obstacle. The third card is a recommended action to take. And the fourth card shows us the outcome. Sounds straightforward enough. Well, we'll see if that remains true once we flip the cards. Let's see what the first card is. The Magician. Wow, these cards are beautiful. Did you draw them yourself? No, actually, my grand made this deck for me. Our family's custom is that the head witch gives a tarot deck to their apprentices once they start training. I feel like I could learn a thing or two from your gran. She's an excellent artist. Anyway, what does this card mean? So, the Magician, depicted by a plant called Dittany of Crete. This card symbolizes skill, focused energy, and manifestations. Though we're reading this card for a tricky situation, the card is probably telling us there's a lack of these things. I have skills. I don't think the card necessarily means your artistic skills in this case. Remember, we're asking what to do about the Fibbly Nibblies. In this case, the card is saying that maybe you and their energies are out of sync. Somehow you aren't communicating effectively, so you can't harness each other's energy. What do you think? I guess it's figuring out how to communicate then, but we tried that and it didn't work. I wouldn't say that was our best attempt though, so the card is telling us there's something more to do there. maybe we should go ahead and turn in the next card. So, our obstacle is the devil. Now, this one makes perfect sense. Hang on! This card may not mean what you think it does, but it does mean there's some sort of chaos going on in your life. Perhaps some manipulation and confusion. But I remember my gran talked to me about this card and why she chose Sundew to represent it. And I was like, it's carnivorous, duh! And she said yes, that was a part of it. But when people first started collecting sundews, they thought they were the most darling plants. And then they discovered they were carnivorous. Someone exclaimed that sundews were then vegetable wickedness. And my gran thought that was hysterical. When you're dealing with the devil, sometimes you need to just laugh at the absurdity of things. Sometimes by not embracing the chaos, you cause more friction. I have been trying to cut them out of my life more recently. More so than I did when I was younger. Even then, it's not like they didn't cause trouble. I liked the Fibbly Nibblies, but it was just exhausting being the weird girl in my class. I just wanted to fit in. Did you ever think you were weird? What? I was always fine. It was everyone else. I could be myself with the Fibbly Nibblies. Let's pull the next card. So, temperance represents the actions you can take. This is interesting. In a good way or a bad way? Well, it implies something in your life needs healing. And since this reading is regarding the Fibbly Nibblies and what you should do about them, it might just be that the two of you need to do some healing work, which is a step beyond communicating. I tried asking them what they wanted before. I feel like that wasn't the right approach. It might be more like what the both of you want. Temperance usually means something along the lines of cooperation and finding harmony. The other curious thing about temperance is the number 14, while the devil's number is 15. So if you can heal your relationship, you might find some harmony in the chaos. But how do I heal my relationship with them? You said you used to play with them as a kid, right? Yeah. Have you tried that recently? No, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. So maybe it's not playing with them like when you were a kid, but somehow still including them in your life? You said they were a big source of your creativity, so maybe it's something along the lines of that. Maybe you're right. So what's the outcome? Oh gosh, I know what this flower is. I have had this flower and I can't remember what it is. Damn it. The outcome is the Empress. What's so funny about that? Well, the Empress is a card of creativity. Uncontrolled creativity at that. It's also a card of nurturing. If there was a card to represent you, I think this would be it. The Empress. I think I could work with that. But what would that imply for me and the Fibbly Nibblies? So, it sounds like if you're able to find balance with the Fibbly Nibblies, you might become even more creative. What I thought was holding me back all my life might be my way forward? That's what the cards seem to say. Of course, this is going to take some work on your end. Yeah, it will. There's not much time either. Maybe this festival piece can be the start of something new with the Fibbly Nibblies. Yeah, maybe it could be. I wish there was some way to at least set us up to work peacefully together. Devin always says you can sort out all your problems over a cup of tea. Tea, huh? That gives you an idea. If only life were that simple. I'm gonna head back to the studio. Maybe I can start to refigure things out there. Sounds good. I'm glad the tarot reading seemed to help. I've never done a reading for anybody else before. It was an exciting experience. Here's to both of us learning new things today. I'll get going though. Thanks again for your help, Tina. You know, Jimena has that old teapot at her store. I wonder if I can make something with that. Naisha might not realize it, but Devin is on to something. Don't we have one more person left to hang out with? Yeah, Jonas. Back to Jojo. You see Jonas and Caesar at the festival grounds, and you walk over to them. Hey, Tina. Ruff, ruff. You got that spell I asked for? Let me see. It's just here. Forgiveness oil. He handed Jonas a forgiveness oil. You can tell he's feeling a little apprehensive about it. Are you worried it's going to backfire? No, actually. Just afraid it won't work at all. What if my crew doesn't forgive me? Or even worse, what if they forgive me but I lose my temper again? Then it means using a spell is pointless. If Jonas is this worried about the spell, it won't really work. Aren't most things pointless? Nothing will work with that attitude. So, we need to figure something else out, don't we? Am I doomed? You can tell a massive freak-out meltdown is imminent. But you really don't want to try anything that can make it worse. Think, Tina. Think. Barf, barf. Oh, what is it, Caesar? I feel like Caesar is an escaped, like, therapy dog or something. Like, when he was like, Caesar put his head in my lap and it made me chill out. I was like, okay, that sounds like a therapy dog right there. Is something wrong? Caesar rolls over on his back. I think he wants pets. I think he definitely wants pets. Jonas starts giving Caesar belly scratchies. Yeah, who's a good boy? Caesar looks up at you. Barf, barf. I think he wants you to pet him too. Let me give the scratchies. He's so soft and fluffy. You and Jonas keep petting Caesar. He seems very, very happy. But you realize you feel very, very happy too. Look at Jonas. He also seems very, very happy. Could it be that Caesar sends both your stress levels rising? Caesar stands up and does a big shake. Well, I guess he had his fill. I am feeling more relaxed now. Yeah, me too. Ready to give that forgive oil a shot? Oh, no, I still don't feel ready, to be honest. Obviously, I love petting Caesar, but I feel like I need something I can do to just, I don't know, prepare my brain for this stuff. Does that make any sense? It totally does. Hang on, let me think. Notice your mind feels clear now after petting Caesar. Maybe that dog is some sort of familiar. Anyway, Jonas needs something to prepare his mind to use magic. It sounds like he needs something to break his negative thought patterns. You know, he asked you for magical words before. Maybe words are exactly what he needs. Hey Jonas, have you ever heard of affirmations? I feel like I've heard Mel mention those before. She probably has. They're a pretty common tool witches use to give themselves a quick boost. Are they magical? They're more of a focusing tool, I would say. I find them pretty helpful, and they're simple if you want to try them out. Nothing weird's gonna happen? No. And we'll only start with a few, so you don't get overwhelmed. Alright then, how do we do these affirmations? First, we need to identify what exactly is making you feel anxious. Let's start with maybe, 3 key things. One is definitely that I'm not working hard enough to overcome my anger. Second one would be, that I'm just a bother to other people, like Mel and Jean and my crew. Third, if I try to talk to people about how I feel, they'll think I'm weak. Are those good? Yeah. Let's start with working to overcome your anger. Okay. So, working to overcome your anger. But it's not just anger, right? No. Anger is usually the result when everything gets to be too much. And I am working on that. Or at least I have in the past. I feel like it's not enough. But you are working on it. Yeah, of course. So how about we come up with an affirmation about making progress instead? To help you focus on how you are working on it and making progress. Mel always said that progress isn't linear. Maybe she's right. So how about I am overcoming my challenges steadily each day. Every day presents a new chance for growth. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Y'all better be writing these down. Commit these to memory. These are good things to tell yourself. These are really good things to tell yourself, to be honest. I like all of these. What would work for me? My efforts are worthy and I can envision my success. My efforts are worthy and I can envision my success. Wow, I really can. Yeah, see? Just saying it out loud helps, right? Affirmations are intense. Next, let's do your relationship with friends and family. You're afraid you're too much for people, as if you need too much help? That and I guess they constantly have to be worrying about me. Not that it's bad to think about other people at all. But I mean, like, more they have to manage me. I don't want them to feel that way. Do they make you feel that way when you try to tell them how you're feeling? Not usually. I mean, there have been people in the past, but they were also kind of mean. I feel like you need to believe that other people care about you. And that they're listening to you isn't managing you, but showing that they really care about you. Yeah, maybe. So, how about, I am loved and valued by my friends and family. Say it out loud with me. I am loved and valued by my friends and family. People admire and respect me. I am worth it. And I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. You better be saying this out loud every morning. I'm going to go with this one. I am loved and valued by my friends and family. I like this one too. I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. I feel like that's really good. Honestly, if you're somebody out there who's like Jonas, and let's say, unlike Jonas, you don't have your sister and her husband to help you. If it's just you out there, you and your dog, your little kitty cat, your life is full of love. You got that sweet little kitty with you. I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. Wow, saying that out loud feels weird, even though I know it's true. Then you just need to practice it until it doesn't feel weird. Yeah, you're right. And lastly, communication. You're afraid to tell people how you're feeling. That they'll look down on you. Yeah, like, I'd be a terrible leader, or that I can't handle anything in general. It catches people off guard that I get overwhelmed and I need time to cool down. I like being around people, but sometimes it can get to be a bit too much. But I also know the only way for people to know that is for me to tell them. I like to believe that people are more understanding than I sometimes want to give them credit. But there's always that fear, you know? I guess if I tell them and they still don't listen, then maybe it's not my problem anymore, though. I don't know. Let's try an affirmation saying that your wants and needs are valid. You're right that some people will respect that, but others won't. But that doesn't change the validity of your wants and needs. So how about we go with something like, my needs are valid, communication is a strength, I am worthy of being heard, listening is a form of love, and my wants and needs are the keys to my success. Gosh, all of these are so powerful! My wants and needs are the keys to my success. If you're not getting the things you need in life, that roof over your head, that food in your belly, and your hugs and everything, you're not gonna be successful. You gotta get those. I'm worthy of being heard. Yes, you are. And I love this. Listening is a form of love. Isn't that great? And my needs are valid. Communication is a strength. I like this. I'm worthy of being heard. Listening. I'm worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. Jonah seems taken aback by his own words. You have a good feeling about this affirmation. Yeah, I like that. Great! We've got 3 affirmations. Let's go over them one more time. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Now the second one. I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. And lastly, I'm worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. I feel like I can already feel my mindset changing just by saying these 3 affirmations today. Just imagine how they'll make you feel with even more practice. When you feel ready, go ahead and use the Forgive oil too if you think you'll still need the extra push. Thanks a lot, Tina. You know, Mel's always burning candles and stuff when she does her thinking stuff. I wonder if she'd let me borrow one when I'm practicing. But maybe I should just focus on these affirmations first. Candles. What, is it a bad idea or something? No, not at all. It just got me thinking. But it's nothing. Well, I should get going. Of course. Make sure to let me know how the affirmations go. Will do. A candle. Pretty sure the shop has an old candle holder. I could probably put something together for Jonas using that. Heck yeah, I think I talked to everybody. Let's go home. Alright, about 30 minutes I should check in on my brother again. See what else we got here. I got my daily crystal. Alrighty, that's it for day 10. I will see you in the next part for day 11. Bye.